Okay, this video is about changing the radiator out in my 1995 Chevy truck. I noticed water getting under it. I tracked it down to the radiator. It's not coming from the water pump. It's not coming from the hoses. It's coming from around the shroud and the radiator itself. So I don't know the exact spot, but I know it's got to be the radiator. Now, the radiator is under lifetime warranty, so it's no big deal to change it out. It's not going to cost me nothing there, just the time to do it. Now, you'll notice I put the truck up on ramps. That's because it's an automatic transmission and this is a forward engine instead of a sideways one. So to get the oil to go back, I put it up on the ramp so that the oil is going away from the radiator. That way it won't be spilling out when I unhook the lines from the radiator that goes to the transmission. Okay, I've got a big yellow jug under there to catch the antifreeze. So now I'm gonna see about getting it off of there. Getting the hose off, let it spill out in it. A little more slack than it actually needs, so you can go on by. Okay. Pull the hose off, let it spill out. Like I said, I got a big old jug under there for it to catch it in. Ain't much antifreeze in there because there again it was low. Go ahead and take the cap off. Alright, so that hose is undone. Now we got to undo the other hoses. This is your little hose. When it gets hot, it goes into the reserve from this one. We're going to take this one off. Okay. I'm going to snug it back up to keep it from falling off of there. Okay. This hose right here goes to the heater. Take it off. Squeeze it, pull it back. Give it a twist as you walk it off. Okay, that one's off. I'm going to go to the other side, and you may not be able to see it, but I'm going to take the hose off over there. The top hose on the other side. Okay, it's off. Okay, now as I've did that, I'm going to take these off. Okay. Okay, there's one. There's the second one. Take it off. Take that one off. Okay, now go to the other side, do the same thing over there. I'm going to let you see it. Same thing. This hose is already unhooked, see? Okay. Second one off. Now, that wasn't put right together right the last time because it broke. Let's see. Alright, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Alright. Now, before I take these three out right here, I'm going to go ahead and take off the or transmission hose lines. Now I don't have my transmission line wrench. It's got a standard wrench, but it'll work. If they do seem too tight, you're better off to get a wrench that's made to go over the pipe. You could even use vice grips, but that's at your own risk. Now remember, we jacked the truck up on the front by putting it on the stands and on an angled driveway to keep oil from running out. Alright, so those are done. Now let's get these. So we got that. This is the same as the big one that I was taking those other ones off, but I'm going to use the 1/4 inch drive for this. So we got this. Now the reason I'm not stopping this video while I'm doing this is I want you to see how quick it actually is. And I'm not even using air tools or anything. When the mechanic changes your radiator, now I should say some of them are a lot harder, or some of them easier. But when a mechanic changes your radiator and wants to charge you a fortune for it, I'm showing you what he actually goes through, so that you can judge for yourself whether he's making too much money. But I'll go ahead and tell you, he probably is. Alright, that must be held on the bottom. Yep. It's got a guard at the bottom. Now, I could walk it out of there without fooling with it, but I'm not. I'm going to go the proper way. And I'm going to go down under here, find it, and go from there. Okay, there it is. Oh, that one's in a little cubby. I don't like cubbies. So, what we need to do then is find the 10mm wrench. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've got the 10mm. Although reaching in there might not be the easiest thing if I climb under the bottom. I didn't want to do that, but I'm going to have to do that. Alright. So, here we go. I'm taking it off at the bottom. There's two nuts down here, bolts. Now, a lot of times you'll have more antifreeze than I had on this one. There again, this one was squirting it out. That's why I'm changing it. It's bad. Alright, there's one. And although I could get the other one with a socket, I'm right here with the wrench. It's a ratchet wrench. So I'll use the regular wrench. I'll say, no, I'll go to the socket. But it's a ratchet wrench. So it'll get the job done pretty quick. Alright. Now, I've released the bottom from it. Okay. That's it, folks. Now, I don't know where the crack was. I could hear it, even though I couldn't see it. But that's the radiator out. Thank you. Okay, so we got our new radiator here. We want to take the plugs out of it. They've got stopping the hole right now. Okay, and we want to take this cap off. Where the spillover will be. I mean the heater hose will be. This is the spillover up here. Alright, now we know we've got this bottom piece. We've got to make sure the rubbers are in the bottom here that hold the radiator in place. Okay. Stick the radiator in there. We'll have to make sure that it actually gets in them little rubber pieces down there at the bottom. And not over to the side or anything like that. No crazy stuff. You want it actually resting in them. Okay, for this part, it's just a matter of lining the bushings up at the bottom, and there's also some rubber bushings at the top, and you want to make sure they fit over the top of the radiator just right. Now, when you're hooking the hoses up from the transmission, make sure you don't cross thread them, make sure you don't over tighten them. But essentially, it's just reversing the process of taking it out. You're just putting it back in now. Okay, now I got an empty jug here and a full jug. This is regular old traditional classic green antifreeze, but it's full strength. But instead of paying like $12 or whatever for a gallon of 50/50, I pay about $10 and get a gallon and mix it 50/50 myself. Which I don't know that it's exactly 10 or whatever, but you mix it yourself, you save yourself a lot of money. And it don't have to be an exact mix, by the way. You know, you can be a little bit off 60/40 or whatever, it don't matter. Now, I've got this here. I may not even need it. So, here we go. We're going to pour some of it in there. Now, they're getting close to half and half. That was basically good enough right there, but I'll go a little bit more. Alright. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but basically half and half. Now I'll take this to the water, fill it the rest of the way to water, then shake it up and be done with that. Right at the top, but it's bubbling into them other hoses. Alright. Now, I have a spillover and everything else that needs to be put in. The spillover right here. But I'm going to crank the truck up first Okay. It's already went down. Now, if you leave it too long, the thermostat will open and it'll bubble back out. The rest of it'll go in the overspill. Okay, just about all of it. Then you look for leaks. Don't get anywhere around the fan. That's her, folks.